All right. We back with another one. Smith Cartel. How y'all doing? Let's get this over here a little bit so y'all can see me. Here we go. So yeah, we back again. I done already told y'all boys, man. Look at this, man. So Rolling 60s versus Rolling 60s. Big U killed Nipsey Hussle because Hussle is a better Crip. Now that is insane. We gonna watch this and see what happened because they trying to say that Big U was the reason why Nipsey Hussle got unalived. That rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle and everybody else that lost their lives in this process. But that's insane. That's crazy. So y'all like and subscribe to the Smith Cartel channel. You know, this is Urban Uncut. We're going to check it out, see what they got going on over there. They got some content that I like over there, too. It's just crazy to me that they say that he had something to do with that. This dude, man, is he's older than me. But it's crazy how he's a grandfather. He got grandkids and all that. You know, now don't get me wrong. You come walking sideways, talking outside your neck, talking out your lips, boy, it's going, you're going to have to watch your lips, boy. Because we're going to catch it. We're going to catch it right now. I mean, granted, I'm older now. I'm more wiser. Stuff like that. But there's still that person inside me that'll tear you to pieces. So I get that. But this dude has so much stuff on him that if they give him any time, it's a death penalty to him. So let's watch him react and see what's going on. Because I didn't even know he had anything to do with Nipsey Hussle, man. This is ridiculous.
The homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey.
Look at the police right there. Look at the police.
You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Material things ain't nothing.
I'm just playing, y'all. Whack 100. I don't know if he is the police or not. I'll just be messing around. though. He's cool as hell. To me, he reminds me of my uncle. You know, the one that used to drink all the time. He reminds me of him, just crazy as hell back in them days and shit. Excuse my language, but he ain't no. I don't know if he the police or not. Shit, he might be. You know, everybody might be.
You feel me? At the end of the day, it's who you is. You know, you wasn't born with it, you gonna die without it. So
it wasn't just a random act of violence. It wasn't just a jealous shooter. Some say the very people who were supposed to protect Nip may have played a part in setting the stage for his downfall. Today, we're breaking down the long simmering tensions between Nipsey Hussle, Big U, and Nipsey's brother, Black Sam. The power struggle behind the scenes, the shady business disagreements, and the bitter neighborhood politics that may have contributed to Nipsey Hussle's tragic end. This isn't just about a rapper. This is about legacy, loyalty, and betrayal in broad daylight.
This morning, Grammy-nominated rapper Nipsey Hussle, who was killed in a shooting in Los Angeles. Hussle was shot multiple times yesterday in a parking lot outside his clothing store.
Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe for more celebrity news. Before he was a Grammy-nominated rapper, Nipsey Hussle was Ermias Asghedom, a smart, forward-thinking kid from Crenshaw. He had a vision way bigger than music. He wanted to build, to own, to uplift his people.
Up-and-coming artist, what did you say you want to do?
I say invest in some assets as opposed to trick off my money on some liabilities like diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Cars that lose value as soon as you drive them off the lot.
So you're trying to get land.
Exactly, homie. A real asset. Take care of my peoples.
But growing up in the Rolling 60s territory meant walking a fine line between ambition and survival. Nipsey had ties to the neighborhood, ties to the streets, and that included a complex relationship with one of the most powerful figures in South Central, Eugene Big U Henley.
Look
Big
at that Jerry
U
curl.
was the OG.
That boy got
a
that
Rolling
Jerry curl
60s
going. That's the
shot
80s.
caller with connections, influence, and depending on who you ask, a grip on everything that moved in that part of L.A. He was the guy you didn't cross. But as Nipsey's star rose, so did tensions, because Nipsey wasn't trying to follow the rules. He was trying to rewrite them. At one point, Nipsey and Big U were tight. Big U even claimed he was managing Nip in his early days. They moved together, did business together, and Big U reportedly helped Nipsey stay protected while navigating the streets as his fame grew. But everything started to shift when Nipsey and his brother Black Sam decided they wanted full control of Nip's career and the Marathon brand. They weren't interested in playing street politics with corporate money. That meant distancing themselves from Big U. And that move? It created serious friction. According to multiple industry insiders, Nipsey and Sam began pulling away from Big U's circle around 2015. Word on the street is they stopped cutting checks, stopped checking in, and most importantly, stopped needing him. And if you know anything about LO, when money and power get pulled, things can go left real fast. Here's where it gets darker. Around this time, Nipsey was under surveillance by the LAPD's controversial Operation Laser, a program designed to track and neutralize so-called gang-affiliated individuals. According to documents later obtained by investigative journalists, Nipsey was on their radar for years. But here's the kicker. Nipsey wasn't moving recklessly. He was opening businesses, buying back the block, and creating opportunities.
So I want to take y'all inside, show y'all the actual retail setup of the Marathon OG 7-gram packaging. It's a lot of dispensaries and clinics selling false, unauthorized versions of the brand. So basically, it's only one way you're going to see this packaging. It's the Marathon OG.
So how was he still considered a threat? That's where some people believe the betrayal happened. The theory? That certain individuals in Nipsey's old circle, maybe even people close to him, fed information to law enforcement. Whether intentionally or through carelessness, that pipeline of info may have painted a target on Nipsey's back.
Yeah.
And guess who had long-standing ties to both the streets and police reform circles in LA? Yep, Big U.
Damn.
Fast forward to 2021, Big U did an interview with TMZ that sent shockwaves through Nipsey's fan base. When asked about Nipsey's death, Big U suggested that Nipsey should have been checking in and implied that had he still been under his protection, things might have gone differently.
I respect Chicago.
He lived there, didn't he?
Wholeheartedly. I check in.
Oh, no. Yeah.
When I go to Atlanta, I check in. When I go places, I check in. And I don't think nobody.
But Nipsey lived there.
I know dudes right now from LA who are actual gang members who have been robbed for their jewelry.
Fans were furious. Black Sam didn't respond publicly, but people close to the Marathon camp started pushing back, suggesting Big U was trying to rewrite history and paint himself as a savior. But in reality, he'd been part of the problem. That interview was the moment the cracks went public. No more whispering, no more behind-the-scenes speculation. It was clear. The split between Nipsey, Black Sam, and Big U ran deep.
Real deep.
Now let's talk about Sam, Nipsey's older brother, the co-founder of the Marathon clothing store, and the man who kept Nip's business vision running smoothly. While Nip was the face, Sam was the brain behind the logistics. Sources say Sam never fully trusted Big U, and as Nipsey's career grew,
that's what I heard.
Sam
They said Sam didn't like Big U at all. He knew he was.
He reportedly wanted the Marathon brand to stand on integrity, not street politics. And that decision made them enemies in their own backyard. After Nip's death, Sam made it his mission to protect his brother's legacy. He fought legal battles, dealt with shady city contracts, and still refused to bring Big U back into the fold. That silence? That wasn't peace. That was strategy. Yes, Eric Holder pulled the trigger. Yes, he's behind bars.
He said it too.
Anyone who knows how street politics work understands that what happened to Nipsey.
No, I'm sorry, pause. But he said it, y'all. He said that's what happened. He said that why would that boy come, which is street politics. If you think about it, it's true. Why he came in there, he a Crip, and he came into a Crip hood with a red shirt on and then shot Nipsey. And at first he didn't have no shirt on. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, he's trying to throw off people and stuff, and that's why everybody was like, what the hell, you know? And it had been a setup.
Wasn't just about one man with a gun. It was about a system of ego, betrayal, and envy. And some believe that system included powerful figures who felt Nipsey got too big, too fast, without playing by their rule. Was Big U directly involved? There's no hard evidence. But the energy around this beef, it's enough to make people question everything. Since Nipsey's death, Big U has made several public moves, launching youth outreach programs, appearing in documentaries, and positioning
he blew himself up with it, and that's not good. Because either way, if he did it,
believe this is just
I mean, if he did it, boy, he gonna have a lot
who were once close to Nipsey
to deal with.
Distancing themselves
it's
from
not
Big
just
U's
gonna
platform.
be something easy.
Even Brick Baby, another prominent figure in the LA scene, hinted at shady behavior behind the scenes. In an IG live session, he said, "These dudes want to be godfathers of the streets, but don't want to take no accountability." No names were dropped, but the shade was thick. There's also been talk that Big U and others in his circle wanted a cut of the Marathon clothing empire after Nipsey's passing, but Sam reportedly shut it down immediately. He's been holding the brand close to the chest, making sure no one with questionable intentions can monetize his brother's legacy. Black Sam is a brother everyone would love to have. Keep his name relevant by creating Marathon Burger and other ventures Nipsey had before his demise. If Nipsey had never distanced himself from Big U, would he still be here today? Or was breaking free the only way he could ever truly live out his vision, even if it cost him his life? One thing's for sure, Nipsey wasn't just a rapper, he was a disruptor. and disruptors make enemies. In a city where power is currency and loyalty is a moving target, it's no surprise that his life ended the way it did. But as long as Black Sam keeps the Marathon brand alive, as long as fans continue to honor Nipsey's vision, and as long as the truth keeps pushing through the noise, then his legacy will always outshine the darkness that tried to bury it. Now it's your turn. What do you think really happened between Nipsey, Big U, and Black Sam? Was this just a tragic case of street envy, or were there deeper betrayals behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. And hey,
look, my thoughts is like this, man. I wasn't always a good guy. Some people might say I still ain't. When I was younger, I was in the streets. I knew about the gang life. I knew about all that. So, I learned quick. I'm very intelligent. I watched a lot of gang members. Sorry. I watched a lot of gang members, a lot of Crips, a lot of Bloods, mainly, mostly Crips though. I was in, when I was in jail once, I watched them, there was a guy that was one of them, and they beat him and did all kinds of things to that man. And these were supposed to be the people that he trusted. So, all that shit's dead. You youngsters, man, y'all out here repping these gangs. There ain't even no gangs no more. Now it's just neighborhoods and whatever group the rappers label is, that's the gangs now. And it sucks because rappers are getting pulled into stupid stuff because people are doing what they're doing. And that's what it is. That's what happens. But at the end of the day, if he had anything to do with Nipsey Hussle's murder or unaliving, then he's got a problem on his hands because at the end of the day, he's got a lot of stuff that he has to take care of. A lot of stuff that he has to survive, we'll say. And that's just what it is, man. That would be like if Biggie and Tupac, if Biggie had actually was there and unalived Tupac, or Tupac actually unalived Biggie, and they went to prison, their life would be the epitome of hell. So, but it's just crazy to me how this boy went through all of that. They went through a lot. That is just crazy to me. But Nipsey, rest in peace to Nipsey, RIP to Nipsey Hussle, you know what I'm saying? Nobody should be done like that. He's a good guy though. He had good raps, a lot of good raps. I just think that he wasn't watching like he should have been, and that happens with all of us. Any of us. If we get famous or stuff like that, we ain't watch and we become complicit. We start thinking, oh, I'm famous, so ain't nobody finna mess with me. When in actuality, you got a target on your back. Especially if you diss rap. If you diss rapping, then it's like even worse because a lot of these people think that y'all are really beefing. Half the time y'all ain't never even met each other. It's over the sound waves. And these people think that y'all are really in each other's neighborhoods, fist fighting, beating each other up, shooting at each other, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and you're not. So they think, I'm going to be cool if I can get this guy. And they just come out and unalive people for no reason. You're not getting no clout, no nothing. Then when you go to jail, your delusion is, which is shocking to me, that we still do this. They go to jail and they say, oh, that rapper is my friend. That's who paid me. And they don't even know the person, like personally. But this here, he done had a hand in a lot of different things, man. And we're talking kingpin mafia status type stuff. So the time he's going to get is going to be we ain't going to see him no more. Unless he got some good, juicy evidence, which he probably does. We won't see this man no more. This man is done. And if he did that to Nipsey Hussle, he ain't gonna have to do a lot of time anyway, because they're gonna get him before that. But y'all watch your friends, man, because your friends can be the ones who, they don't come with guns and knives and mean faces and hateful words. They come with "I love you" and "Hey bae" and "Hey baby" and "I'll never do that. I would never do that." And "Oh, I will never leave." That's your enemies. They come like that. Just like everybody evolves, the enemies evolve too. They evolve just like everybody else. And when you don't know your enemies, you should surround yourself with the people that don't have a benefit from when you go. And it shouldn't be that many. If you can count them all on one hand, you're doing really well. Just make sure they all good shots. But y'all be safe. Go and like and subscribe to Smith Cartel channel, man. We just reacting off in the dungeon. I mean, this one was kind of sad because, I like Nipsey. He was a pretty decent guy. I like what he was doing for the community and for people. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I knew that he had that gang flash next to his name, and I knew that was going to always follow him. And it's just sad. It's sad. Just like with King Von. King Von had always had that unalive flash next to his name. So I always knew something was going to come of it. But y'all like and subscribe, and we'll be back with another one. We're going to be reacting all day. We you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, first day I got off from work, so I can actually edit and react. So we're going to keep reacting to these videos and see what's going on, because there's a lot that I missed. Let's get back in the fray, baby. All right, baby. Y'all be safe, man. To my sons and my nieces, I love y'all. All right.